Hi, I'm Doug Jensen with Vortex Media. Welcome to the third episode of Sony's XDCAM Essentials video training series. In our first video, I introduced you to Sony's three new XDCAM HD 422 camcorders. And in our second episode, we talked about the 52 different recording formats that these cameras offer. And in this episode, I want to show you a couple of ways that XDCAM can increase your productivity and streamline your workflow. You know, image quality is not the only thing to consider when selecting a camera or a recording format to work with. Yes, quality is important, but if it was the only consideration, we'd all be shooting with Sony's f/65 camera and recording 16-bit RAW files that take a lot of time and expertise to process in post. If you work for yourself like me, you've got bills to pay, deadlines to meet, clients to keep satisfied, and a business to run. And even if you work for someone else, you've still got deadlines to meet and bosses to keep happy. So although quality is important, the need for speed and efficiency should not be overlooked. It's not just what you get done, it's also how quickly you can do it and how much you'll enjoy the journey getting there. These are considerations that many people overlook when evaluating new cameras and workflows. As I tell my students at the workshops I teach, your workflow actually begins with your choice of camera. In my opinion, Sony's XDCAM products offer the best combination of image quality, affordability, and workflow efficiency of any camera technology in the history of cameras. In all honesty, I can say that I could work about 25 to 30% faster today than I could before switching to XDCAM, while at the same time producing work with higher production values. And that combination of quality and efficiency has made a direct impact on my bottom line because I can take on more projects without working longer hours. For the next few minutes, let's just set aside the considerations of production quality and focus only on workflow. How can XDCAM help you work faster and more efficiently? Well, I can easily name more than a dozen ways XDCAM helps me every day to work faster than ever. Things such as ingest speeds up to 10 times faster than real time, clock mode timecode, camera data files, shooting with picture profiles that don't require grading, and adding hidden essence marks during the shoot to flag certain clips or parts of clips. But in the interest of time, today I'm just going to focus on two of my favorite workflow features that save me many hours every month. Those are custom clip naming and last clip delete. We'll have to save the others for future episodes in this video series. Let's begin with custom clip naming. One of the things I like most about working with XDCAM is that you can very easily control exactly what your clips are going to be named before you even begin shooting. Some non-XDCAM cameras automatically name clips with a long, awkward string of characters that is based on the date and time or some other random value. And other non-XDCAM cameras reset the clip naming back to the default settings every time you change memory cards. So you end up having to deal with lots of clips with the exact same file name. But with XDCAM, you can program the camera to create unique clip names that won't ever be repeated, and even better, names that will actually identify what the content is, such as Episode 3, B-roll 001, or something else that will be useful to you when you're organizing and managing your raw footage. In addition, custom clip naming within the camera saves you the time and effort required to rename clips in post. And it also guarantees that every single copy of a clip, no matter where it's stored or when it was backed up, will have the exact same file name. At Vortex Media, we treat clip names like serial numbers. They're never repeated and they're never changed once the camera names them. And believe me, you definitely want to avoid the potential disaster that might occur if you allow multiple clips to use the same file name. Another advantage of custom clip naming with XDCAM is that you can display the file name of each clip right at the viewfinder while you're shooting. So rather than logging good takes by writing down lengthy timecode numbers, you can simply look at the display in the viewfinder and jot down the actual file name of the clip. Later when you're editing, you'll come to appreciate how much easier it is to locate specific shots or takes based on the name of a clip, rather than searching for old-fashioned timecode numbers. This is a huge time saver. With the factory default settings, your camera will automatically name clips by using the last 3 digits of your camera's serial number, then an underscore, then a 4-digit number that advances 1 number for each new shot. Setting up the custom clip naming is very easy to do, and I'll show you how to do it with my PMW 200. First, we go to the Others menu page and scroll down till we get to the Clip menu and then select it. The submenu called Title Prefix is what controls the first part of the clip's name. 4 characters is the minimum and 46 is the maximum, so there's really no limit to the different ways you can set up your clip naming. Now, I'm not going to spend time showing you the mechanics of how to type out a title prefix, but no matter what name you decide to use, you must always select End to finish up and lock in your work. On the next line, you can set the 4-digit serial number that will automatically count up for every new clip. And once the 4-digit number is set, you can exit the menus. Now the camera will automatically increase the 4-digit number with every new clip. Even if you change your memory cards or turn off the camera, the custom clip naming will be remembered until you change it again. Just keep in mind, if you're taking notes during the shoot, while the camera is paused, the name that is displayed is the clip that will be recorded next. It's not the one you just finished recording. The second workflow advantage of XDCAM that I want to cover today is called Last Clip Delete. Anyone who has attended one of my workshops or watched one of my XDCAM training DVDs knows that I love this feature. Last Clip Delete allows you to instantly erase anything you just shot and didn't like. If you know right away that a shot was no good, why not get rid of it? You probably delete bad photos all the time on your digital camera, so why not do the same thing with your XDCAM? Deleting clips has many workflow advantages. You'll save space on your memory cards. You'll save time by not ingesting a bunch of useless clips and then making backup copies of those useless clips. You'll save space on your hard drives. You'll reduce clutter in the bins of your NLE. And you'll save time during the edit by not having to sift through a bunch of bad clips. How powerful is the Last Clip Delete feature? Well, when I'm shooting with professional talent, I usually end up with 50% less footage than I would have captured before switching to XDCAM. And if I'm shooting with non-professional talent, such as a corporate CEO, I can often reduce my raw footage by 75% or more. That is a huge time saver when I get to post. Here's how Last Clip Delete works. First, I use the Assign Button menu to program one of my camera's 5 assign buttons for the Last Clip Delete function. On my PMW200, that is normally button number 3. And then, when I'm out shooting, anytime I decide something I just shot isn't worth keeping, I just press Assign Button number 3, select Execute to confirm, and then the clip is gone. It's that simple. However, there is one thing I have to warn you about. After you use the Last Clip Delete function, there's nothing to stop you from using it again and again to continue erasing other clips on the card, kind of like removing links in a chain, one clip at a time. So please be careful. My policy is to either delete a clip within seconds after it's been shot or not to delete it at all. Well, that's a quick look at just a couple of the ways that XDCAM can really speed up your workflow and allow you to work more efficiently than ever before. And that brings us to the end of our third episode of XDCAM Essentials. I hope you found this video helpful and invite you to tune into our next video. Until then, happy shooting.